General tranquility, the great oath. It is decades beyond the time that we should have amended Article 2 of the Constitution. Under Section 1, the paragraph that states, "No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States, at the time of the adoption of this Constitution, shall be eligible to the office of President. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States." The part of the last line, "and been 14 years a resident within the United States," should be amended to, "and has been for at least half of their lifetime a resident of the United States, and/or has been in direct service to the United States when outside the United States, serving in the military, law enforcement, or diplomatic staff." The paragraph that states, "Before he enters on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States," should be amended to, "Before entering the executive office, the President-elect shall affirm the duties of the office to the people of the United States of America by stating the following oath. I do solemnly swear before this assembly and to the greater people of the United States, wherever they may be, that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States as laid out in the United States Constitution, and otherwise codified by the laws of the United States, that I will faithfully, honestly, and dutifully, to the best of my abilities, as a duly elected servant to the people of the United States, follow, preserve, protect, support, and otherwise defend the Constitution of the United States and all of its laws. To make sure that the laws, regulations, and otherwise rules of the United States are correct, where need be, in their foundations to rigorous confirmed fields of study. To never hide the truths of these fields of study from the people of the United States. I shall see that all laws of the United States, its states and territories, are properly fulfilled to the benefit of all its people, equally and fairly, treating no one greater or worse than another. In doing all of these things, I shall be preserving, protecting, supporting, and defending the citizens and residents of the United States, no matter where they are on earth. I further affirm that the United States has a duty to its people and to the people of the world to preserve, protect, support, and defend the planet we all live upon. I swear and do affirm this oath upon my life, my soul, and my sacred honor. This is a more solemn oath of office. It directly states that the President is the servant of the people of the United States. It directly indicates as President of the United States that they have the power to influence the world, and as such has a duty to defend it, because without the world, the United States is literally nothing. No world, no United States. It directly confirms that there is a need for honesty. It is thus the great oath. As such, it should be added to the oaths that all members of Congress, the Supreme Court, the Cabinet, all ambassadors and their deputies, agency heads and their deputies, the presidential staff, and likely everyone that serves the federal government of the United States of America. All that needs to be done is change office of president to the appropriate office or position. Change duly elected to duly appointed for those who are appointed, and change duly elected to hired by for those who are employees. Again, directly states that they are all the servants of the people of the United States and are bound by the laws of the United States and all of its states and territories. Of course, in keeping with my belief that this is the great oath, I ask other countries to look at it and consider changing the words United States to your own country. When I wrote the first draft of this, I was not going for the great oath. I just knew that I had long considered the presidential oath to be too simple, with no bite, no true outright promise to the people sat behind those words. This is all about a true promise to do right for the people. And so, a list of promises to do right by and for them. Along the way, things got added and removed, hopefully getting to a list of promises that everyone can believe in. Which is why there are statements that the office holder, 1. Shall faithfully execute the office. 2. Will faithfully, honestly, and dutifully. 3. Is a duly elected servant to the people. 4. Shall follow, preserve, protect, support, and otherwise defend the Constitution and all of its laws of the United States. 5. Make sure that the laws, regulations, and otherwise rules are correct to rigorous confirmed fields of study. 6. Shall never hide the truths of these fields of study from the people. 7. Shall see that all laws are properly fulfilled to the benefit of all its people equally and fairly. 8. Treating no one greater or worse than another. 9. The United States has a duty to preserve, protect, support, and defend the planet. Those used to be things everyone believed in. Today, I fear, that is no longer true. The promises of truth, justice, equity, and fairness for all used to be at the center of the American way of thinking. But now, justice is no longer equal and fair for all. Right now, it appears many are no longer trying to do that. We are often seeing daily that justice is no longer treating all equally and fairly, but are seeking to note, as George Orwell wrote in Animal Farm, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Or for the simple-minded, all humans are equal, but some humans are more equal than others, which is just another way of saying, we are better than you. That is not American. It is not what the great gift exchange of the Eiffel Tower and Statue of Liberty stood for, which is, as the plaque on Liberty's base says, from the new Colossus, not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed, sunset gates shall stand, a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. We have clearly lost that. Meaning that we have lost our way. I am deeply horrified by that. The world and life itself have never been simple. It is long past time for mankind to note that fact. Man, on the other hand, seeks the simple, bypassing the truth of the complexity of reality. It is long past time for us all to live with that fact. We are afraid of the big bad wolf at the door, even when it is a textbook on everyday scientific principles. Okay, this is not perfect. Zeal may have gotten hold of me while writing this. If you think you can do better, don't just comment. Write something better, and please link this in the description.